Welcome back to Your Average Investor. We've got a couple exciting things today. We're going to do a weekly recap. We're also going to be talking about the raffle and choosing a winner today. It'll be chosen by random. Thank you guys for your support. We almost hit 300 subscribers. I tried to delay as long as I could today to get this video out to see if maybe it would pop over. We could do the 3 raffles instead of 1, but we're just under, so we're going to do 1 raffle. Don't worry though, as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be doing another raffle for $1,000. Now stay tuned and we'll be raffling off just at the end for the $100 raffle there. Going to do a quick review on some market movers this week. The most anticipated was definitely NVDA, and NVDA had a jump on earnings again. You can see here after earnings they jumped up about 10% or so and continue to follow on day with a nice strong rally in after hours, actually hitting again a new all-time high of $1,070. In addition to this, NVIDIA has announced a 10-for-1 stock split. So we'll see that go in effect, I believe, the first week of June. NVIDIA will have a 10-for-1 stock split going into effect. There's also been some rumors about NVIDIA hitting I think it was the NASDAQ or the Dow Jones or something like that, replacing Intel. So if that happens, we may see even more movement up in NVIDIA. Obviously, they've had an incredible rally over the last couple of years. If you had bought here at their lows for $108, you'd be up literally 1,000% right now, or nearly so. You'd be up 999%. Just an absolutely incredible rally. In addition to NVIDIA, we had a little bit of a surprise with GameStop after hours right on Friday. So GameStop had their big meme surge 2 weeks ago. Last week sold off and kind of just pittered around. But then right at market close, GameStop announced that they had finished their at-the-market offering, and that caused the price to surge from where it had been sitting around $19 a share all the way up to almost $24 a share before coming back and settling around $21.50. So they had about a 15% gain after hours. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with GameStop. We had announced that we liked this $20 zone as a buy zone, and it had dipped below that pretty significantly yesterday and the day before being eaten right back up after that announcement. And I think we'll see some strong support here still at the $20 zone on GameStop. AMC pseudo participated in that rally at first, but that faded a lot quicker than GameStop did, and it didn't keep any of those after hour gains. If they announce that they also have finished their at the market offering, then perhaps we'll see a larger rally around AMC as well. Next up is FSLR First Solar. Oops, typed that wrong. And they had an incredible rally over the last several days. You can see an earnings report here where they had a nice little bump, and then recently a much larger rally. And you can see here it's on news that the Biden administration recently raised solar tariffs on Chinese solar cells. So First Solar, being a company that produces not from China, is going to benefit because Chinese solar cells are now going to have increased tariffs on it. As a comparison, you can look at SEDG, who is trading, I think, at, if not at, the near all-time lows. You can see they were trading almost $400 a share. Now they're sitting down about $50 a share. Seems like the love is gone from solar edge technology, and people are really loving First Solar. There might be some interesting discrepancies there where you can decide to find a way to do some pairs trading. And Walmart reported earnings a couple of weeks ago, had a beat on earnings, and has continued to rise and hit all-time highs this week in a very strong position. They issued a 3-for-1 stock split recently, about a month and a half ago, and have continued to rise since then. Along with Walmart, Costco continues to hit all-time highs, and Target, in a little bit of deviation, missed on earnings and is coming down to the bottom of this channel. If you take this channel here with a support around $137 and this upward side of the channel here at $175, they were trading right in the middle of that channel right before earnings, fell towards the bottom of it and had a slight recovery since then. Will be interesting to see what happens with Target coming up next. And last we have Workday. They had a big miss on earnings, dropped from $260 a share all the way down to $220 a share. Still up pretty significantly over the last couple of years, however. Okay, The last update is the challenge account update. With the challenge account, we entered 2 positions. One was a Domo call. This was a bit of a YOLO position. It cost us $5 for this $9 strike on Domo. Unfortunately, Domo fell on earnings. They did recover most of it, though, throughout the trading day, but likely this is going to expire worthless. It does have some time till expiration. It expires in about 27 days, so perhaps there's a small chance of a recovery, and if Domo does happen to recover, then maybe we make out with a little bit of profit there. But the bigger trade was JMIA. We entered cash secured puts on JMIA, 2 lots of them, for a 5.5 put that expires June 21st. Our average fill price is $57. And JMIA, since then, we entered right nearly at the low actually here. We'll see if this rally continues, but even if it does not, then this is a good place in my estimation to start buying some JMIA and turn around and sell covered calls on the position. The nice thing is, because we got this for 0.57 per contract, JMIA could come all the way down here to $5, really $4.94 per share, and we would still make a tiny profit on the trade. And we can sell covered calls between the 4 and the 5, or the 5 and the 5.5 range if exercised, and continue to make money on those covered calls. I'm hoping though that this position expires worthless. We get to keep the premium and then roll it into something else next month. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Also, stick around because we're going to be doing the raffle. I tried to pull a fast one on you there and make you think that I was wrapping the video up. But what I've got is I've got all of these emails in a list, and I've truncated them so that, here we go, so that it's not, your email's not going to be shown. But I've got to say a couple things before I hit the spinner. Unfortunately, we had several people that tried to cheat the system, and they entered multiple email addresses, and it was very obvious to see because we'd get bursts of 5 or 10 email addresses within about a 1 or 2 minute period that all were, within 90% of the same email with a few variations at the end, or they would come from the exact same IP address, and they would, and in that IP address, we could tell like it was somebody that was creating a bunch of emails and just trying to hammer the system to increase their chances of winning. So there were some cases where if it was from the same IP address or similar, we did not disqualify because it looked like maybe it was a couple of people that were roommates or partners or husband and wife or something like that. But if it was blatantly obvious that you were cheating, we disqualified all of your emails. And the reason we do that is because that leaves it fair to everybody else. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit spin, and whatever this lands on, that's going to be the winner. And I've got these, again, truncated, but I know who each of these is. I'll be contacting you with your news that you've won. So even if you don't see this video, hopefully you get an email. If you don't respond, I'll give you 5 days to respond, or 7 days, 6 days, so until next Friday. If you don't respond by Friday next week, then I'm going to choose a new winner, and we'll just keep doing that until somebody responds and actually wins. So main asterisk, 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 congratulations, you are the winner. I'm going to go ahead and email you, and we'll coordinate a way to get you that $100. All that I ask is that you comment on one of the videos and say, hey, I actually did receive the funds. That way people know we're legit about this. And we'll catch you all next time.